right, hi guys. Today we're going to talk about another type of alternative energy, and this one is wind, and you'll take a look at it at the end of this week with some assignments that I posted for you. Just want to take a minute here and just talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages of wind energy. First of all, wind energy is really clean. It's one of the cleanest sources of energy that we have. There are no emissions, but we have to have these gigantic turbines, and we need a place to put them. Okay, so that's a disadvantage, right? I don't know if it's listed over here. Unreliable, lower electric power. We'll get to that in a second. All right, less space than what is required for a single power station. Renewable, of course. We're making wind all the time. Well, we're not making it, but changes in air pressure are making wind. You can generate energy in remote locations. But some of the disadvantages that you'll see, it's unreliable. Some days we have no wind. What do? How will we store this power? Lower electrical output. We need to do this for longer periods of time to get the amount of energy that we would make with fossil fuels. It's expensive to construct all of these, $1 million per megawatt, which is a lot of money. It's costly to surrounding wildlife. This is the one that a lot of people get caught up on. Those turbines, they could really damage flocks of birds. If they're built offshore, they could produce a hazard to wildlife like ocean life. They could destroy reefs if they're built around reefs, and noise pollution. It's kind of noisy, so you don't want it to be in a populated region. Now, Long Island in 2019, I believe, in 2019 came in contact with 2016 they came in contact with two companies, and they're hoping by the year 2035 to have a 9,000 megawatt offshore wind supply built right off of the coast of Montauk. So that's kind of an interesting fact. They're hoping that they will start to deliver this energy by the year 2024. That's not on our infographic, but I'm looking at another thing right here. So these two companies are starting to build offshore. It's aiming for 9,000 megawatts of offshore wind by the year 2035. And of course, Governor Cuomo described the environment and climate change as the most critically important policy priorities we face. What does that mean? The most critically important policy priorities we face. Okay, Cuomo, what does that mean? The most critically important policy priorities we face. That's a tongue twister. I'm thinking that he's talking about we have to find a sustainable, renewable energy source to keep living the way we live today. We have so many more electronics than we did back in the 70s and 80s that we are powering, so the demand for energy is much higher. I didn't have a pool heater when I was growing up. We had the sun. Now we have pool heaters. Now we have air conditioners. Now we have all sorts of things that we didn't have back when I was a kid. So we have to come up with ways to power all these things. All right, so take a look at these alternative energy sources. Get outside. Don't spend your whole day doing work. Do the best you can. I know that you guys are really rocking it. And I will talk to you again on Monday.